Hello everyone. We discussed about Bayes theorem. As continuation of that, this thing is Bayes optimal classifier. Right? Normally, we consider what is most probable hypothesis in the given training data, as we discussed in the Bayes theorem. We can also consider what is the most probable classification. What is the most probable classification of the new instance given the training data? Although it may be a seem that this second question can be answered by simply applying the map hypothesis. You know what is meant by map hypothesis? Map means a maximum a posteriori hypothesis that we already discussed. So Bayes optimal classifier. The Bayes optimal classifier is a probabilistic model that makes most likely prediction for a new example in the given training set. So the equation given here demonstrate how to calculate the conditional probability for a new instance v suffix j. That means v1, v2, v3 up to vj given the training data capital D, given the space of hypothesis capital H. Right? So the vj, that is small v1, v2, v3 up to vj from a set of capital V. Now the equation probability of vj in the given training set D equal to summation of h high in uh, total space H given by the probability of Vj in given Hi multiplied by probability of Hi in given D. Right? The slash, the vertical slash represent given by. Given by means suppose for example probability of Hi in given D means in this training data we are doing this hypothesis. Right? So here this small vj is a new instant to be classified. The capital H represent the set of hypotheses for classifying instances, and small hi is the given hypothesis, and the probability of Vj in given Hi represent the posterior probability for Vj in given hypothesis Hi, and the probability of Hi in given D is the posterior probability of the hypothesis Hi given the data D. Now the optimal value can be calculated with the help of this expression, that is a maximum argument maximum value is the probability of Vj in the given H hypothesis into probability of hypothesis in the given training data. Consider a hypothesis space that is capital H containing three hypotheses H1, H2 and H3. Actually H1, this 1 and 2, 3 are suffix here. Right. Suppose that the posterior probabilities of these hypotheses given in the training data are 0.4, 0.3 and 0.3 respectively. That means probability of H1 in the training data D equal to 0.4, the probability of H2 in given training data equal to 0.3, probability of H3 in the given training data D equal to 0.3. Right. So by using this H map from this data, we can conclude H1 is the maximum hypothesis, the map hypothesis from the given data. Map hypothesis is H1. Right. So these are the data we considered. Suppose a new instance X is encountered which is classified positive by H1 and negative by H2 and H3. Right? H1 classified by positive and H2 and H3 are classified as negative. Now, what is the H map of X and what is the most probable classification of X? Right. So, this is the formula we have, and this plus and minus are instances we are taking the data given 0.4, 0.3 and 0.3. From that, if we calculate as per the given information, the probability of negative instances in the given H1 is 0 because they already mentioned 0.4 for positive, remaining H2, H3 for negative, that is 0.3 and 0.3 for negative. So for first case, probability of negative instance for H1, that is the given H1 equal to 0. Probability of positive instance in the given H1 is 1 because the probability of H1 in the given training data D is positive. Right? So this is 0 for negative instant, for positive instant it's value 1. Second case, the probability of negative instance in the given H2 equal to 1 because second one is the negative value. So we can take it as 1. Here there is no positive value, so the probability of positive instance for given H2 is 0. Similarly, for third case also, S3 is the negative thing as given in the instruction. So, probability of negative instance for H3 equal to 1, but there is no positive value. So, probability of positive in the given H3 equal to 0. Okay. So, I am going to calculate the summation of Hi in the given space H for this maximum argument. I am applying this positive condition and negative condition to our standard equation, right? And listen carefully this because this explanation is not available in your textbook, right? Only the direct answer given past 0.4 and 0.6 only available in your textbook. This I am explaining how to get this, right? So applying the positive and the negative instance in this formula, so this is a maximum argument value calculation. So summation of Hi in the given hypothesis capital H is a probability of positive in the given hypothesis Hi multiplied by probability of Hi in training data D. Right. So here we are considering positive value. So that Hi represent hypothesis that here we are taking 1, 2, 3. Commonly they are mentioning Hi. Right? So if we expand, this is a summation actually. If we expand this, we can write probability of positive in the given H1 multiplied by probability of given probability of H1 in given D plus because summation. Probability of positive in given H2 multiplied by probability of H2 in given D. That is a D means draining data plus probability of positive in given H3 into probability of H3 given D, right? So the value we have, so the first case probability of positive in given H1 is we have 1 and the probability of H1 in given D is 4 as per the data plus the second value is 0 because the second and third are negative only. So this 0 multiplied with this probability of H2 in the given training data is 0.3 plus third one, probability of positive instance in the given H3 is 0, that is multiplied with probability of H3 in the given training data 0.3. If I calculate, I will get 0.4. Similarly, if I calculate for negative instance, the same values in the negative instance, so summation of Hi in given the space hypothesis capital H is the probability of negative in given Hi multiplied by probability of Hi in given training data. That is equal to, if I expand this in this similar manner of positive, the first case is 0 because in the first case only positive. So we can get 0. 0 multiplied by 0.4 plus the remaining two values are positive. That is remaining two values are negative case. So we can take it as 1. Remaining two cases are negative. So that is 1. The 1 multiplied with 0.3 plus 1 multiplied with 0.3 because all are in summation. So if I calculate, if I add all the things, I can get the value 0.6. Right. So positive instance probability 0.4, for negative it is 0.6. So first one is 0.4, second one is 0.6. By comparing the maximum argument value we need to calculate. So comparing these two, 0.6 is the maximum value, that is for negative, right? So we can say the most probable classification is negative in this case is different from the classification generated by the map hypothesis. Different from the class hypothesis means initially we are taking the maximum hypothesis is H1, but this after classification we are getting negative. In the beginning H1 is the positive we calculated using map hypothesis. For this classification we are getting is a negative one, right? So this is our Bayes optimal classifier, how to classify it. So although the Bayes is optimal classifier obtains the best performance that can be achieved from the given training data, it can be quite costly to apply. What is by costly? The expenses is due to the fact that it computes the posterior probability for every hypothesis H1, H2, H3 in the given total space H, and then combines the predictions of each hypothesis to classify the new each instances. So this is the expenses. Expenses means it takes more time. Right. Next one is Gibbs algorithm or Gibbs classifier. It's a very simple thing. So the Bayes optimal classifier provides the best result, but it can be expensive if there are many hypotheses. Expensive, that just we discussed because it have many hypotheses that we need to calculate by adding all the things. This is the expensive. So what Gibbs algorithm saying is first step is choose one hypothesis at random according to the probability of hypothesis in the given training data, and step 2 is use this to classify the new instance. Right? So these are the two steps we need to follow for a Gibbs algorithm. But the fact is, if the target concept is selected randomly according to the probability of H in the given data distribution, then the expected error obtaining this Gibbs algorithm is no worse than twice the expected error of Bayes optimal classifier. Right? That only mentioned here as the expression. Right? Thank you.